Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of SMB, a South Park review. For each and every week, we break down South Park for you. That's right, for you, in linear fashion, one by one, until every episode is done. And I'm not alone. I'm not usually alone, as far as I don't usually review these podcasts by myself, so that should come as no shock to you if you are a long-time listener. But for those maybe joining us for the first time ever, I am not alone. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way back to the podcast, he's a doctor of thugonomics, punkonomics, polyphonics, scooponomics, and cushonomics. He is the 2022 Red Rocks Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion, the Trivia God, Mr. Joe Vernola. Joe, are you ready to review some basic cable?
Always.
Well, let's do it.
Always.
Of course, if you're listening to this on the podcast, please check out our YouTube at South Park Pod. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell. You'll be notified when we go live. Sometimes it's Monday night. Sometimes it's Tuesday night. Sometimes it's right now in the middle of the afternoon. Who knows what we're going to do? So stick around. You'll find out by subscribing. We appreciate you. Or you can just download the podcast like you're doing. I appreciate you as well that way too. But let's get into it. This is Basic Cable. Basic Cable is the 9th episode of season 23 and the 306th overall episode of South Park, first airing on December the 4th, 2019. Scott Malkinson, Joe, is desperate to impress the new girl in class. You know what I'm saying?
Been there.
Been there, bud. Well, the episode starts with Scott Malkinson's normal routine of checking his insulin level while working on telling his father he loves him in the mirror. When he gets to the breakfast table, he asks his dad if he can get Disney+. Clark, his father, angrily refuses since he believes cable is enough and streaming services are going straight to hell. While that goes on, Scott heads to school where Mr. Mackey introduces a new girl, Sophie Gray. When Sophie tells the class that she has diabetes, Scott falls in love with her and speaks to the boys for help. Carmen, though, warns him that if two have a baby, it would have super diabetes. While Jimmy warns him that there will be stiff competition. And Carmen and the boys then make fun of Scott diabetes. I'm Scott Malkinson. I have diabetes. So let's get into some clips. Let's check out a little bit of this intro that Scott, when he pricks his finger. Hopefully this doesn't get us banned on YouTube. I don't think it would. It's visual. You know,
No, it's diabetes related, so I don't think it would.
Related. You're right. It's diabetes related. All right, so let's check out 10, 15 seconds of it. There you go. He jumps around. It's Scott. Scott Malkinson is getting his own episode, Joe.
Very 60s, 70s spy show, cop show kind of vibe there with the intro.
No, that's a good point. And then it ends here by saying the Scott Malkinson show. So this is a Scott Malkinson episode. It's kind of like, when they had the episode title season finale, it was kind of like having their season finale. Yeah, and the rest of the remaining episodes of the season now are like different themed episodes.
And hey. Go ahead.
Oh, nice seeing you. Thanks, Labrat. Yeah, we're here. We're live. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you.
And may I say, 30 seconds into the episode, however far we are into the episode, I think just the theme song, this is already a better episode than Pip.
Oh, God, of course.
It's an incredibly low bar, I know.
Yes, anything with Pip, well, it's not good. And as you know, if you've been a long-time listener, nobody likes the Pip episode here on SMB Crew. So,
However many episodes there have been, That's at the bottom.
That is at the bottom. God dang it. All right, so here's Scott now at home. Diabetes. Gets up, goes and pricks himself. You know, a little diabetes. Brushes his teeth. Opens up a dresser case. Gets ready for school. Goes down to eat. And now he's going to ask his dad, "Hey, can we get Disney Plus?"
Okay, great.
Dad, I love you.
What?
I love you so much, Dad.
Let's take a moment here, though, to pause. His dad works for the cable company. Okay? This is right there on his uniform. So, of course, he's not going to be very fond of streaming services, Joe.
That might be true, but like at the time, how many cable companies and telecom companies were using access to streaming services as kind of a add-on? Like you can still get HBO Max with certain cable packages and stuff. So like on the surface, it makes sense, but it's one of those that if you start thinking about it, the plot kind of falls apart, but don't think about it and it's absolutely fine.
Please, can we get Disney Plus?
God damn it, not this shit again. No, we don't need Disney fucking Plus, Scott. We've got cable, and that's enough. All this talk about Disney Plus and CBS Max and shit on a fucking Extreme Prime. Where's it gonna end? Straight to fucking hell, that's where.
Straight to freaking hell. That's where. Straight to freaking hell. All right, as I mentioned, the next scene after that is when Scott goes to school and a new girl is introduced to the class.
Adventures here in South Park. I know you're all gonna be very kind and make her feel at home.
Yeah.
Please say hi to Sophie Gray.
Hey guys! Well, I moved here from Arizona. I really like soccer, and I love The Mandalorian, and, I guess one thing about me that might be kind of different is that I have diabetes.
Say what?
I have
That was all it took.
That's it. That's all it
Hey,
took.
we have this chronic disease that could potentially screw up our pancreas, our kidneys, like our entire inside, but we share that in common. So sup girl?
Sup, girl? Hey, Scott's finally got his own piece of diabetes that he can share with someone else.
It's right, and it's almost like the episode where, and now I can't remember the girl's name, but where they were trying to get Token to hook up with her just simply because they were black.
Yeah, exactly. Where Cartman plays the Cupid version of himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The book of love has you.
That's my man. Stay away from my man, tells Kyle. Then he has a song with that country music singer. That's fair. By the moon and the stars, I'll be there. I'll be there for you, cat. I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Anyway, so here is them back now. Of course, Scott's amped.
Holy shit, you guys, what am I gonna do? About what? About Sophie Gray. She's my boo. I love her. What am I supposed to say to her?
Scott, you can't be with Sophie Gray. She has diabetes.
I know, that's why she's perfect.
No, Scott, if you and Sophie have a baby, it'll have super diabetes. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that causes a crater on the Earth. That girl is pretty fly. As soon as she said she watches Mandalorian, it gave me a little boner.
People were hyped on the Mandalorian, dude. People were hyped. That is for sure. Oh boy.
Yeah, they really were.
So here's now them making fun of the
If
diabetes.
you want to be with a new girl, you're going to have some stiff competition.
Stiff
Get it?
competition.
Stiff
Give it.
competition.
Competition.
But she has diabetes. You guys always rip on me for having diabetes.
You guys always rip on me for having diabetes. I'm Scott Malkinson.
There it is. So Clark is called on now when the Stotch family has some issues with their cable. He is warned that they are losing customers because of their slow service, but Clark still procrastinates, going shopping and bowling before getting to the Stotch house. Steven then says they should get streaming services, and Clark hits back saying that streaming is destroying the town. At school, Pete introduces himself to Sophie, saying that other people who have hit on her are posers. Scott then comes over, and after Pete leaves, tells her that he has diabetes too. He then tries and fails to connect with her until she brings up the Mandalorian. Scott lies and says he watches it, and the two arrange to watch it at his house. Go ahead, Joe.
If you know you don't have something, why would you bring her to your house? Like, oh yeah, no, let's watch it at your house, because she's comfortable there. Like you could use that excuse. Like, bruh, you don't invite a girl over for dinner when you can't cook.
That's true. Very accurate point there, Joe.
Like, if you don't have Disney Plus, you don't fucking invite her. You're setting yourself up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, Mr. Gable's
fourth graders.
Well, Mr. Gable here is driving now before he gets the Stotches. Gotta get a burger. Gets a burger. Gotta go eat that burger. Sit by Stark's pond. Get back on the road. And then he's got to go bowling, Joe. Bam.
I mean, he's paid by the hour, and he told you he was going to be there sometime between 12 and 5. I see this as an absolute win.
That's true. Labrat says these non-diabetes kids better stay in their own lane. Let's see here. Now, finally, at the Stotch residence.
From noon to 5 for you to show up. It's 5:15. Well, only 15 minutes late. This is why we should quit cable and just go to streaming services. Oh, you want quantity over quality? Streaming services are destroying our town. People don't watch and bond over the same shows anymore. Everyone watches something different. Because you got assholes in Hollywood making little niche programs for everybody. That's what you want? Yeah, I think I do. Watches something different.
That's good. I mean, that's true.
Is it though? Because we always everyone hears about Stranger Things. Everyone talks about the Mandalorian.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of options out there, and different people are watching different things. But again, I need to not think about the plot of this and his argument, because his argument consistently falls apart.
Well, I mean, no, I'm just saying, technically speaking, in this instance, I can play the other side of it and say I find out about new shows from other people. You know what I mean? I don't really find out about shows from cable anymore where there's advertising coming up this fall from the producers that brought you this show. There's not really much of that going on anymore. Now it's hey, if a show gets hit, then it takes off on a streaming services, and then that's how you kind of hear about it word of mouth.
The president is
yeah, exactly. We don't get those.
And he'll learn.
We don't get that much anymore. All right, so here's school now.
Hi. You're the new girl, right? Just wanted to say, welcome to the school.
Oh, thanks. That's really nice of you.
I was wondering if maybe sometime, I could show you around if you need it.
Wow, that'd be great. A couple of the other guys offered too.
Yeah, a lot of the guys here are posers, though. You gotta be careful.
That's funny. Another one of the guys said that. He was the tall kid that kind of dresses like you.
Oh, yeah, he's a total...
You know what that means. The goths are really into this chick, apparently.
Right.
Damn it. Fucking assholes.
Scott, though, gotta take his insulin shot or take his blood level.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, and so my dad actually still lives in Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, I love it there.
What a fucking liar.
That's true. He sent the posers. He sent the vamp kid to Scottsdale. Lab
He
Rat said.
did.
Lab Rat said Disney had a channel on cable and blew it. Now on streaming. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that could be an argument. If you don't really think Disney Plus is thriving, I don't know. I think Disney Plus has. I think that eventually, isn't Hulu now supposed to shut down? So Disney and Hulu.
No, it was the Disney Channel is shutting down.
Oh, the actual channel is shutting down. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
Hmm.
Now I'm double checking.
I had no idea. No idea indeed. Okay, so Scott finally goes and he gets to meet his new boo, or the girl he wants to be his boo.
Hi, Sophie, how's it going?
Oh, watch it, dork.
I have something really important to tell you, Sophie. It can't wait.
Oh, okay. I'll see you around, huh?
Yeah, sure thing.
So, you have diabetes, right?
Yeah.
I have diabetes.
He just makes it seem so important. I had diabetes.
Have diabetes.
It's great. Her reaction, though.
Oh.
So, what do you want to do now?
Oh man, that's all it takes apparently.
That's all.
Next girl I see, I like it's not even true, but the next girl I see, I'm just gonna go up to, hey, I have diabetes.
Right. Let's see
So
she
now what do
says.
we do?
So now what do we do? That's how you get a girl if you're Scott Malkinson. I'm Scott Malkinson. I have this and I have diabetes. Scott goes home.
You
Tells
guys always cap on me. I'm Scott Malkinson. You guys always cap on me.
you guys always cap on me. I for me having diabetes. As I mentioned, he does eventually get through to her. And let's play a little bit more of that.
So, what's your favorite food that you can't eat? Mine's waffles.
I haven't really thought about it.
Oh.
Do you watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus?
Oh, yeah, of course. I love The Mandalorian.
Right? It's the best Star Wars thing since Empire. It makes all the new movies look like dog shit.
Yeah, like shit.
Hey, you're the new girl, right?
She's busy!
Scott came in hard there, like Otta, like back off.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, at least they've like moved on to actual language instead of just like grunting at each other, like Ata. Yes, Stan. Ata.
Yes, Dan, Otta. So Scott now goes home and tells his parents about his quote unquote girlfriend and says they need to get Disney Plus. Clark once again refuses after mocking his son, calls up the other cable workers to arrange a meeting about the streaming services. And most of the cable workers arrive late, angering Clark. Clark then explains they were the only one who laid the cables for the companies and they should take them out. So the groups then split up to collect the parts but procrastinate again instead of getting the parts, once again angering Clark himself. They'll eventually get around to it. While this is going on, Scott goes to Cartman's house to ask for help with Sophie. Since Cartman used to have a girlfriend himself, Cartman tells him he should give up since love is diabetes times 10. Scott convinces him that he can handle it, and Cartman tells him how to get Disney Plus. Scott then goes to Nathan, who is selling streaming accounts and passwords. He asks for Disney Plus, and he trades it for some of his insulin.
Oh God.
Uh,
Like, bro, your insulin is worth
Hey, are you gonna watch the
way
next-
more than that.
right? That is very true. You could probably get a pretty penny for that on the market. So now back at the diabetes kid's house. Jimmy, all right.
Look at that.
Scott
Look.
Malkinson's house.
240 channels of anything we want to watch. No accounts, no fucking passwords. Just pure, simple, basic cable.
Mom! Dad! Guess what?
Now, Scott, your mom and I are enjoying watching whatever we want and not signing up for anything.
But Dad, there's this new girl at school, and she has diabetes.
Oh, that's wonderful, Scott.
Yeah, and guess what? She wants to come over to our house, so we have to get Disney Plus.
Oh, not this shit again? The answer is no!
Dad, please! This is my life!
Streaming services are destroying our culture, Scott!
Goodness gracious.
Hmm.
I don't really feel like streaming services destroyed the culture per se, though. I do disagree with that. Because streaming services have made it more convenient. However, have we gotten to a point where there's so many streaming services that it is hard to keep up with? Yes, because if you want to keep them all, it does start to get expensive, and you're basically almost paying exactly what you were paying for cable.
Or for exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we really didn't get away from paying. We just got different ways to get the distribution of our content. That's all it is. All right, so Scott's going to go now to Cartman's house. All right, no, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, no, we don't need to show the clips of the cable guys getting together. Whatever. I already explained what happened. They get together. They try to make a plan. They want to pull up all the wires, but then they procrastinate on doing it. So now we've got Cartman here back at his home watching what looks like Canadian programming. What kind of Canadian programming would you like to watch?
Oh, he's got that VPN.
The Creep Sisters. Terrence and Philip. The Creep Sisters. Terrence and... The Creep Sisters.
Canada Plus.
Catherine, I have some bad news. What is it, Katie?
God damn it.
I just wanted to show that. That is hilarious. All right, now Scott finally shows up, and now he's begging Cartman for his help.
Yes. How can I get it without my parents' credit card?
You don't want to go messing with that.
You once had a girlfriend, Eric. You and Heidi were together a long time. You know how important this is.
You want my advice? You're better off, Scott. Let some other fool have his life ruined.
What are you talking about, Eric?
You know what love is, Scott? I'll tell you one thing, it's not the happy ending the Disney movies promise us. There's just frustration and anger and pain. Relationships are diabetes times 10.
See, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I think that there can be relationships that are bad like that. However, not every relationship is like that. You know what I mean?
But Cartman isn't smart enough to know that.
No, of course not. Cartman is grief-stricken still over the fact of losing Heidi.
Eric, we don't want you to die.
Eric, please don't die. Give life a try, Eric. We don't want you to die. Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff there, Joe. So Scott gets to his house now, decorated, just as Sophie arrives after he got the insulin, which we'll show you here in a moment. The two sit down, watch The Mandalorian, but Disney Plus just goes down, and as he starts it, thanks to Clark and the other cable workers taking the cables out. The two head to Jimmy's house, but find Disney Plus down there as well, and the boys are all try to comfort Sophie, angering Scott. All right, so here is, fast forward here. Here's Jimmy going to, here's Scott Malkinson going to get the Disney Plus accounts by trading his insulin. There's Nathan on the corner. He's got his insulin.
Streaming accounts and passwords. Streaming accounts.
Stupid. Just says it all nonchalantly. All right, let's jump forward here. Gets the streaming password. As you can see, Nathan's got Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV, HBO Max, and Prime Video. As well as he's got Disney Plus.
No, I need a Disney Plus account.
Oh, you want the good stuff. That's classy. Hard to find. What are you looking to trade?
I have two 16-needle boxes of insulin.
Jesus.
Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good shit.
Freaking Nathan, dude. Nathan doesn't mess around, Joe.
Like, can someone tell me the benefit of using insulin if you don't need it? Like, won't that just like shut your pancreas down and then all of a sudden you don't make any of your own?
Yeah, I would agree. Lab Rat says junkies. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he trades it. So now the cable workers are starting to pull out all the cables.
Okay, let's throw the pulse cable.
And just as that's happening, as we mentioned,
I think that's good.
Scott Magazine, I have this, I had diabetes, is preparing for Sophie to come over. The candles, chips.
Hey,
Hi, Sophie.
the show starts streaming in 2 minutes. I have to watch right when it starts streaming. I hate spoilers.
Me too.
This will be a great place to watch it. Uh-oh. Hey, do you have some juice or something? My blood sugar is a little low.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Huh?
Here you go. I have lots of juices standing by.
Great. Okay, it's time. Put it on.
Okay.
And then just as he puts it on, as I mentioned, because of the fact that the people cut the cable, it just goes out. And everyone's pissed too.
Nobody likes PC babies.
I'm trying, but something's wrong with the TV.
Disney Plus goes out.
Go.
This is bullcrap. Give me that thing.
You're watching Canada Plus.
Damn it.
That always gets me, bro. The Queer Sisters. The Queer Sisters.
God damn it.
So, as we meant, now Scott Malkinson and Sophie show up at Jimmy's house because, again, they're still searching for Disney Plus.
Hey, look who's here, fellas. It's Sophie.
And Scott.
Hey, Sophie.
Oh no, your streaming services are messing up too?
What do you mean? This isn't just happening here?
No, we were just at Scott's house and it was the same thing. This is terrible.
Hey, don't worry, Soph. We can go watch it together at Token's house. His family has the best AV equipment.
Oh, what's happening? Girls are just like diabetes.
Let's just hurry and get to Token's house.
Yeah, come on.
Cock
Sophie.
blocking. I
Dude,
love it.
He did that on purpose.
I know.
Oh man, that's horrible. But you know, it's funny. All right, so while the whole town's Disney Plus is down, people call up the cable company to help. Meanwhile, Sophie arrives home to find her Disney Plus not working. The boys introduce themselves to Sophie's mom while Scott goes to get some sugar for a sugar rush. He then yells at the boys for trying to steal his girlfriend, only for Sophie to tell them she is not his girlfriend. She then berates everyone for hitting on her while she's only just moved in here. Scott tries to explain they were meant to be together since they both have diabetes. Sophie explains that she is more than her diabetes, but Scott realizes he is not. Scott sits alone in the playground, and Sophie comes to comfort him. She tells him she is glad there is someone who she can talk about diabetes with, and that she likes the Scott Malkinson show. The episode ends with a message saying streaming rights now available with a number, and the cable company then turns up only to realize they are too late. That's how the episode comes to an end as far as from the recap here. So let's go back to the
We're
episode
the
now.
blacks, a hip family just trying to get by. The problem is our neighbors. We're the whites. Nobody ever cares if bad things happen to us anymore, and things are getting worse. Because in this town, it's the whites and the blacks on Amazon Prime.
What is wrong with this stupid thing?
I don't even know who to call. Here, let me try something. Here it comes, here it comes. Park County Cable. Oh, your streaming isn't working, huh? Gee, I'm sorry, but that's really not our problem. Sir, can you hang on? I got another call. Park County Cable. None of your streaming services are working
So, of course,
either?
the plan starts
Don't
to
worry.
work.
You and everyone else in this town can count on your local cable company. We'll come fix the problem. All right, guys, let's be the heroes this town needs. Yeah!
So obviously they caused the destruction just to get. And while this is going on, more weird shows are being shown on like HBO Max. Like here's Crab People.
So you say that these mutant crab people came up from under the ground and started eating children?
No. Crab People is a show that came on TV when I was trying to watch Stranger Things on Netflix.
Oh.
Crab People, Crab People.
Mom, I can't watch Mandalorian anywhere. Oh no, it's happening here too?
Who are all these boys, Sophie?
Hello, ma'am. I'm Eric Cartman. How are you? Hi, my name's Jimmy. My name's Stan
Hi,
Marsh.
hi,
That's so
hi.
cool.
Oh, now they're all CB and Scott Max thinks he's got diabetes. So, of course, as I mentioned, Scott goes to look for Sugar Rush.
Well, looks like nobody's streaming shows tonight.
Nobody's streaming shows tonight, Joe.
Sad.
Here's Scott breaking down now.
Sorry, Sophie. Not as sorry as I am, Sophie. I'm the
Hmm.
most sorry, Sophie.
Yeah! You assholes, stop talking to her!
Scott?
I am done having you all ruin my life, you hear me? Done! You've taken my dignity for all these years, but you are not taking my girlfriend!
What are you talking about, Scott? I'm not your girlfriend.
You're not?
Uh-oh, looks like you got some pie on your face, Scott.
I'm not anyone's girlfriend. I just fucking moved here, you guys. Can I have some time to unpack the shit in my room?
Nope.
Sophie, you're totally my type! Type 1 diabetes!
Scott, I'm more than just my diabetes.
Oh,
Well, I'm not. I'm Scott Malkinson.
he's right. He's Scott Malkinson, Joe, and he's got diabetes. All right, now the end of the episode, as we mentioned, with Scott sitting alone here, taking his blood. Heartbroken. Oh, poor Scotty.
Need a candy bar? You're low, right? Here. It stinks having diabetes sometimes, huh?
You seem to do alright.
Still sucks. Kids don't know how much extra you have to do every day just to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's a kid at my new school who I can talk about diabetes with.
You don't think I'm weird and gross?
You know
Oh
what?
no, you're
I
weird
don't
and
think you're
gross.
any weirder or grosser than any of the other boys in this town.
You're no weirder and grosser.
Wow. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. I'm sorry you missed your show, Sophie. I don't know what happened, but somehow I feel like it was my fault.
It's okay. I had an interesting night. I think I kind of like the Scott Malkinson show.
Now, of course, if you want to buy this, the Scott Malkinson show, the streaming rights are now available by calling Trey at 719-838-4002. Now, when you do call this real number, it does go to a different amount of streaming shows that are available to purchase for an exorbitant amount of price, from $25 million to $50 million, and you can buy the show's rights. It's obviously a comedic. It's comedy. It can't
What
happen.
the hell? That's like the definition of trivia.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, that's the end of the episode. I'm just saying. People would want to know.
Well, yeah, that's why they stick around. Or
Hey,
listen to the
sometimes I
podcast
have to
for
explain
trivia.
stuff. All right, sorry. Sometimes I have to explain stuff right away. I'm sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the episode. Speaking of trivia, we get into, if this is your first time watching us, at the conclusion of each episode, we go over our trivia, our pop culture, and our storyline continuity, the reference to storyline continuity, that is. So stick around. If you're on the podcast side, you're going to hear an advertisement, and we'll be right back. Okay. Let's do it. Trivia. Wow, there's a lot of trivia.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Pop culture and storyline content. There's a lot of everything here. They put a lot of the information in this, didn't they? All right. Are you ready?
Give me 2 more seconds.
Take your time. Thanks for watching us right here on YouTube. If we happen to go down, you can always go to twitch.tv/Matthew_Schaffer. Hit that subscribe button there. We go as for simulcasting, so it makes it easier just to go live on Twitch sometimes, so that way we can get past copyright if they decide to take us off. But I think we're doing pretty good. Otherwise, I haven't seen any complaints about that today. So we somehow skirted the system once again on YouTube. But again, first time watching or listening, what we do now is we come back on the other side from our podcast, because we generally don't put out the trivia, the pop culture, and the storyline continuity on YouTube, as far as we don't usually keep it up there. But if you want to but we do keep it in our podcast version. So now we're going to record the other side of the podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Suck my balls. Suck my balls. Suck my balls. Suck my balls.
And we're back now on the other side. Once again, shout out to our sponsors provided by Spreaker. If you choose to use any of the sponsors, tell them SMB is South Park Review sent you there. We'd appreciate that. Or if you just listen to the sponsor, that helps us too. Gets us ad revenue. Or fast forward through. Do what you got to do. As long as you listen to SMB, a South Park Review. Appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This man is a doctor. He's a doctor of thugonomics, punkonomics, polyphonics, scooponomics, and cushonomics. He is the 2000, this is a true story, the 2022 Red Rocks South Park Day 1 Trivia Champion. And on this podcast, he's affectionately known as a trivia god, Joe Vernola. Joe, take us away with some trivia today.
As we saw and have been referring to since season finale, this episode is called The Scott Malkinson Show and has its own opening. Kenny and Butters have no lines in this episode. This is one of the very few episodes after season 3 where Butters is just a background character. When the goth kid Pete is talking to Sophie, we kind of brought this up. She mentions Scottsdale, which is where the goth kid sent Mike Bukowski in an attempt to get rid of the vampire kids in The Ungroundable. Cartman watches and is continued to be disgusted by the Queef sisters, which is a continuation of him being disgusted by them in Eat, Pray, Quave.
Eat, Pray, Quave.
This is the first episode in which Scott is shown in the 4th grade classroom. He replaces Allie Nelson starting from this episode. Let me mute real quick. I gotta clear my throat.
No problem. Like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube at South Park Pod.
Let me clear my throat. Anyway, moving on. M Burgers is shown when Clark decides to order food on the way to the Stotch house, but the employee says, "Welcome to McDonald's." The Get Cable company has now renamed Park County Cable. It was Get Cable in Informative Murder Porn. This could be a reference to how Time Warner Cable became Charter Spectrum in 2016, or any number of multimedia purchases like that over the last decade. One of the main topics of this episode is consumers shifting away from cable and using streaming services instead, due to cost, being able to choose which content they want and watch it whenever they want, and unique content, as well as not having to rely on the poor customer service and long delays from the cable company. It was revealed in this episode that the Terrence and Phillips Show has 23 seasons, which is the exact same number of seasons that South Park had at the time of airing. It is also revealed that the Queef Sisters has 10 seasons, which is how many seasons it has existed in the South Park universe, as Eat, Pray, Queef came around in season 13. The Crab People make a brief appearance with their own show. This is their first appearance since their debut in South Park is Gay. At the end of the episode, a phone number is shown. We've already gone through all of this, but let's keep anyway. It is shown with the streaming rights available now. Call Trey. The number is a real phone number from Fairplay, Colorado that leads to a recorded message by Trey Parker, though it has also led to misstyled prank calls, with the South Park Twitter account later reminding fans to call the correct number. And yeah, 719 is the area code for most of anything outside of northern Colorado and Denver. Basically anything like Anything south of Denver, you start going down the gap on 25, you hit 719 country.
Just make a phone call right now to 719-838-4002, and you can buy the streaming rights now to Scott Malkin's show or the one for the ladies as well. And PC Babies. You can buy all those shows.
And also, there is another amazing phone number with a 719 area code. If you call 719-26-OATS, you get the Hall & Oates emergency hotline.
That is true. You can get some emergency Hall & Oates if you need it.
It is great. When I go back to the Springs, I have to track down this gentleman and buy him a beer.
Buy him a beer.
Because it's at least a beer, like probably a 30-pack.
Plus.
Canada Plus is a pronunciation of the word plus in French.
Oh, okay.
Scott Malkinson and Cartman's conversations were different from the aired version compared to the one on South Park Studios' YouTube video, presumably done to avoid spoilers before the airing of the episode. This is fairly common for them to do. At the start of the episode, Scott is shown pricking his finger with a quick draw lancing device, its name likely being a reference to True Draw, which is a actual real lancing device. Instead of using it as intended by pulling the end and pressing the button while holding it against his skin to release a spring, he removes the cap on the other end and manually jabs his finger with the exposed lancing. He does it hardcore. He does it old school.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is your trivia. I'm going to let you read the storyline continuity, Joe, after I read the pop culture. Let me get into some pop culture. Disney Plus web series The Mandalorian is mentioned throughout the episode. Of course, The Mandalorian is a show that debuted on Disney Plus and was, of course, thought to be the best franchise since The Empire Strikes Back. An image of Baby Yoda itself is shown when Scott and Sophie begin watching the show. Marry Me by Jason Derulo can be heard when Sophie tells the class about her diabetes. She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby can be heard inside the cable van driven by Scott's dad. Streaming service Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, HBO Max, and Apple TV are all mentioned throughout the episode, with the Disney Plus logo being parodied by the Canada Plus channel. HBO Max obtained the rights to stream all 23 seasons of South Park on their platform from Hulu on June 24, 2020 for an estimated amount of $500 million. At the time, of course, we now know they are on Paramount Plus. Go to Paramount Plus if you want to watch South Park, boys and girls.
Billions.
For billions. When Clark is arguing to Steven about assholes in Hollywood making a nice little niche programming for everyone, is a reference to how Hollywood was relying on streaming services for the original shows than on cable television since the mid-20s, such as House of Cards on Netflix. Basically being like, all the major big-time shows are leaving cable and going to streaming services.
Yeah, like all the stuff like The Sopranos and Breaking Bad and Mad Men, stuff like that that used to be on cable was all moving to Netflix. And
right.
Yeah.
The opening intro and music is a parody of the opening in many of early James Bond films, as well as the opening for the anime series Cowboy Bebop. And Sophie Gray may be a reference to Marvel Comics character Jean Grey, as well as the actress Sophie Turner, who portrayed the character in the films X-Men Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. Later in this episode, Scott wields syringes in a fashion similar to Wolverine's claw and has a pie filling smeared on his face similar to Wolverine's facial hair style. Those characters, of course, have romantic interest in one another in the Marvel Universe, even though she ends up with Cyclops. Scott.
Stupid little prissy, clean crybaby Scott Summers.
Yeah. At the Royal Cinema, that two of the cable companies visit, posters for Dr. Sleep and Ford v Ferrari can be seen near the concession stand. Other films on the timetable possibly include Joker, Frozen 2, and The Good Liar. On the Disney Plus homepage, the recommended section features real Disney films such as Frozen, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Mandalorian, Peter Pan, and Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Real-life retail pharmacy Walgreens is shown when Dave decides to get his cholesterol checked instead of picking up supplies at the electronics store. Again, we didn't show all the scenes for that, but basically the cable operators, when they were delaying themselves or procrastinating from actually going and trying to fix any problems. They were going to the store, bowling, getting food, all that kind of stuff. An actress, Becca Scott, confirmed on Twitter that she played Sophie Gray for this episode. She was previously name-dropped in the song during the match between Heather Swanson and the Board Girls episode in The Board Girls, as she is the host of YouTube's board game show Geek and Sundry. And that is your references to pop culture. Joe is going to read us up some continuity. What that means is Joe is going to reference all of the different continuity or previous seasons and storyline breakdowns that were in this episode, or references to those breakdowns. Go ahead, Joe.
Jimmy Valmer refers to his and pretty much everyone else's boner, but specifically his, which ties in to the episode Erection Day, when he takes that woman to, would you like to take me to bed? Jimmy is attracted to Sophie like all the other boys. This contradicts the statement in Banned in China that when he said he thinks he's homosexual. This is either a continuity error or he's bisexual. The latter is likely since he has had sex with a prostitute, as I just brought up, and previously mentioned that he has had a girlfriend.
During the steroids episode, Up the Down steroid.
Yep, and it is also possible that he said he was homosexual in his biopic just to get attention and didn't actually mean it. And Haish. Jimmy mentions stiff competition, which is also a reference to Up the Down steroid.
Nice.
Disney Plus was previously mentioned in Board Girls, as we brought up. Netflix was previously seen in franchise prequel Super Hard PC-ness when Kuhn and Friends and Terrence and Phillip had an opportunity to have their own show on Netflix. Officer Bright returns for the first time and in his second episode in general since Splatty Tomato. Meaning it's his second episode in general, first appearance since Splatty Tomato. I read that kind of weird. Sophie's mom attempts to watch Stranger Things. It was also previously mentioned in Splatty Tomato. Scott briefly mentions Cartman and Heidi's relationship from season 20 and season 21. Footage of Dean and JG Shopping Network from Cash for Gold are seen again when Scott's and Jimmy's streaming service stops working. If you need to remember Cash for Gold.
Shout out to Life's Lore. That's Darren. He does edit some of the videos here on the channel. Yeah, we're doing an earlier show today. Unfortunately, we just couldn't connect last night, so we decided to go, me and Joe, to go early today. Go ahead, Joe.
The phone number shown at the end of the episode was previously used in the Fractured But Whole as the number listed on the Shitty Ninja Service flyers. Something tells me that Trey had this number like going way back and then just decided to start using it for bullshit like this.
Yeah.
The phone number showed, wait, I just read that. Cream Fresh was listed among the menu at M Burgers.
Yeah.
This is the second time where a South Park character shows that Clark still relied on conventional broadcast television for entertainment instead of streaming media. The first was a nightmare on FaceTime, when Randy Marsh operated a Blockbuster Video, still relying on physical media instead of streaming services.
Okay, we're here. We can say, oh, shit.
Anyway, guys, call that number right there, 719-838-4002, and enjoy South Park's, phone number they brought for you. And that is your storyline continuity from Joe Fanola. The pop culture, your trivia, your full recap. Joe, tell me, what did you like? Maybe what did you dislike? Did you think this one was better as far as a solo show to the Turd Burglars and the PC Babies?
No, it's not better than the PC Babies. Nothing is ever going to be better than PC Babies. PC Babies is goated in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's more for the PC Babies and the Muppet Babies references because I have a little bit of an issue with the Randy Savage thing, but I also get what they were trying to say there. So, moving on. Anyway,
What'd you think
the
of this episode
recurring.
then?
What's that?
What'd you think of this episode then?
I do like it. It's a solid episode. It's I mean it. The cable joke was done better in informative murder porn.
Yeah.
Although I do like the joke about them doing anything but their job. Finding out that Scott gets the lisp from his father is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, they both have a lisp throughout the episode. Canada Plus has only the 2 shows.
Yeah.
That was funny to me. Nathan Tesson at like some heroin kind of definitely had me rolling. But like it just bothers me how dumb the cable guys are in this episode because yes, you do still broadcast entertainment or whatever, but like last time I checked, most people get their internet for streaming through broadband. And if like unless you're getting satellite or T1, which is not very a huge chunk of the market, who are you going to call for your broadband?
Right.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, so I just went to the cable company last week to get a new modem and a new plan and everything. Like, it's just
mind-boggling. Yeah, but maybe back then in 2019, in the small town of South Park, Colorado, they were just going through that boom. You know what I'm saying? So it was all brand new to them.
They could have been using satellite at that time or something, but I gotta see what it was like in rural.
You never know.
Rural Colorado. I mean, I was in Colorado by 2018, but I hadn't gone to like many of the rural spots.
Quiet little mountain town, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Sun is shining, grass is green, at least under the snow.
Quiet little mountain town. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did I think of this episode? I personally, Joe, thought that this episode was better than Turd Burglars. Thought Turd Burglars was kind of disgusting, not my flavor when it comes to them doing shit jokes. PC Babies, other than the Macho Man Randy Savage stuff, not a big fan of PC Babies. So I like this episode so far as what we've seen since the season finale titled episode. Other than that, it was a good episode overall. I like that they gave Scott Malkinson some character development. And I also like that they brought in another child into the story who has diabetes, but is, just a normal kid. Not like Scott Malkinson, who gets made fun of because he has diabetes.
Well, and it kind of shows why he gets made fun of for that, because he even admits it at the end that like he made it his entire identity.
Yeah, that is true. He did make it his full identity. So I thought there was a little bit of character development there with Scott Malkinson in this episode. So I did appreciate that. Overall, I thought it was a good story. So I enjoyed it, and I thought it brought some more awareness to diabetes.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. And I mean, obviously better than Pip.
Obviously better than Pip.
I mean, if we're gonna take character one-offs, Butter's very own episode is still the king.
It's still
but
too much.
This is on the better side. This is on that top half of one-offs for characters.
That's true. That is so very true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another edition of SMB, a South Park review. Coming up next week, it's the season finale of season 23, titled Christmas Snow. Santa is stealing all the joy from the town's holiday season. With the town all celebrating the tree lighting ceremony, the mayor introduces Santa to the stage, exciting the crowd. However, Santa begins to talk about accidents caused by drunk driving. So Santa is stealing all of the joy. And of course, Randy, he's going to figure out a way to get that Christmas snow legalized. It's all coming up next week on another edition of SMB, a South Park review. Thanks for stopping by, watching live. Shout out to Lab Rat and Life's Lore. Go subscribe to Life's Lore if you're listening to this on the podcast side. We'd appreciate that. We'd appreciate if you subscribe to us. Go ahead, Joe.
Stay safe out there, Life's Lore. I've been seeing your feed. You're getting in some hairy shit out there.
Stay safe, Darren. We appreciate you editing up the last video that we're still working on this year's brand new season. So we just dropped season 28, episode 2, top 7 takeaways. Go check that out right now on our YouTube at South Park Pod. That's edited by Life's Lore, aka Darren, right here on SMB, a South Park review channel at South Park Pod. We'd appreciate if you also hit that like, share, subscribe button on the podcast side. SMB, a South Park review. Joe, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
I was thinking of making it look like my screen froze like this, but I decided not to.